Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Read. I'm joined by Meyer and Winter,
Yes.
Yo.
and today we're reading a wonderful story by Brandy Maplehoof called I can't even pronounce that word. City
It's I,
Actors.
I believe it's Neikaku City Actors.
Oh my god.
But the neigh is spelled like a horse's neigh and not like how it would be spelled in Japanese.
Oh
So there's
god.
there's a little pun for you.
I already want to die. This is
Look
an
at that image.
alternate universe crossover dark sad slice of life fic
Yeah.
with no ratings, 2 comments, and 141 views.
Yeah, I should also point out it's on hiatus since May of last year.
Oh boy.
So the author never really changed that there to
Well,
canceled.
this is based on the Kiguragu project in Maku,
Uh,
Japanese city
Allow
actors fit
me.
me.
Uh, Kageru and Mikaku City, like it matters.
Yeah.
We won't be getting much of it.
Sorry to all of our Japanese fans.
Yes.
Fl- Actors anime Flam and Neat who shut what listen based on all this stuff, and then also Flam a Neat who shut himself in for years after the loss of someone he cared about, has been living an average life until a strange cyber pony known as Pinky installed herself on his computer via mysterious email. Due to Pinky's mischief, one day Flam breaks a virtual component of being able to use his computer, which forces him outside for the first time in years. During this trip, he ends up part of a hostage situation and encounters a group of ponies known as the Japanese words Dan, and help them stop the criminals. Little does Flam know this will only spiral into even more and more chaos. No, it won't, because the story is not ever going to be finished.
Yes. I'm just based on the summary. I'm so excited.
Chapter
Mhm.
1 and only A Quiet Need and a Virus.
But neat spelled as Neet.
Well, of course. They mean the acronym.
Yeah.
Summer was always a simple time for Flam from the show, especially since he'd moved into the small apartment he decided to waste his life in. It was air conditioned. He had his apple soda, and most importantly, his computer. That was all he needed after all. Yet, he wasn't happy with his life. He started to become lost in thoughts until a grating, high pitched voice called out.
God damn it,
Yes,
how did this
I'll take
person find
this.
out about my life?
Oh,
Go for it.
master!
Oh,
I guess I'll be Flam.
Yeah.
Pinky.
he groaned. The pink jacket wearing pony hopped across his computer screen, laughing as she leaned in.
It's a nice day outside. 79 degrees and clear skies and perfect park weather. I want to go, master. I want to go.
Flam snorted and looked away.
No. I hate the outdoors.
He tried his best to tune out the digital pony's whining, pressing his hooves against his ears. This proved to be futile, as his virtual companion let out a high-pitched squeal, causing him to jump and drop his apple soda. I love this apple soda shit. All over his keyboard. Oh no! That's what every gamer really hates. Flam cried out in horror and scoured his messy apartment for a cloth, having to settle for a dirty shirt to try to wipe up the sticky mess. So they're just ripping off Welcome to the NHK,
Basically, yeah.
hoping it'd be enough to salvage the keyboard. A few sparks caused him to jump back, and he worriedly. What kind of fucking keyboard is he using?
Yeah.
How
that's what I
mechanical
was
is
thinking.
his
A
keyboard?
Galaxy 7 keyboard.
Oh my goodness. And he worriedly tapped a few keys, receiving no response on the screen. Oh, no, no, no.
Yeah,
No, my
this is-
keyboard.
I
I
guess
am reading the line. I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
it's okay.
I was just so excited.
No, no, no. No, my keyboard. Pinky.
He snapped at her, pressing his hoof firmly against the screen.
This is your fault. You look for a replacement online right now.
Pinky blinked at him for a moment, then shrugged, calmly smiling.
Alright then.
Sitting herself atop the browser, she hummed in thought while searching Amazon.
Oh dear.
Moment of fucking silence. Flam recognized the tune, and another flash of anger brewed inside him.
God damn, you've been snooping in my project files. Again. Fucking bitch.
That's how she found out about.
You know, I have a feeling that there will literally be 3 fucking characters. No,
Yeah.
2 characters.
That's
And a
entirely
narrator.
Then we'll have
This-
the perfect amount.
Oh my goodness. I really hope that's how it goes. So, to be clear, he spilled apple soda on his keyboard. And he's blaming it on Pinkie Pie.
Yes. He's a fucking asshole.
I mean, first of all, fucking unplug that shit immediately. Don't like go look for a cloth. Oh my goodness.
There's a lot wrong there.
Where were we here?
Too much is going on.
Files again.
Sorry, what was that?
You've been snooping in my project files again.
Okay, another shrug and a laugh.
So, what if I have? I live here. Besides, you're not a very good composer. Your chords are too depressing.
She pulled up a list of results on the screen and smiled.
Well, here we are. A new keyboards.
Oh. Okay. Flam picked out the cheapest one and signed.
Alright. Sign up for the fastest shipping. How long is it gonna be? Well, spit it out.
3 days.
So, I guess Amazon is worse than Amazon because
That's good.
you could drop $15 and get it to you in a day if you really wanted to.
Oh shit.
But that blew it.
3 days? What the hope we'll have to wait for 3 days. Isn't there an expedient shipping?
An expedited shipping.
Expedited shipping. Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. Pinky shook her head, lounging back on the top of the window casually.
Nope. It's the Summer Sun Festival. They won't ship for 3 days because of the holiday. Though there is one way you could get a new keyboard sooner.
Oh, so those fucking hippies and their cultural diversity ruined it again. Flam stared at her blankly. He already knew what was coming.
Oh no. Oh no.
You'll have to go to the mall. You'll have to go to the mall.
Ah no.
Damn. He actually has to go by. So, in the description, didn't it say something about an expensive piece of equipment that was broken that he had to go replace?
Yes, a $10 keyboard.
Yeah, he said the cheapest keyboard. So, like, a $10 keyboard.
Yeah.
Like, that's some scrounge and couch cushion shit right there. Flam grumbled quietly as he walked down the street, staring at the screen of his phone, where Pinky was laughing at him through his headphones.
You should see yourself right now. You look like an angry turtle who's been awoken from a shell. I'm surprised no pony's giving you weird looks. Any weird looks?
Wow, what a supportive voice. Flam self-consciously looked around when she said that, before grumbling.
Enough of that. We're just going to the mall, getting my keyboard, and leaving, understand?
Oh, but that's where the fun park is.
Do not mistake composure for ease. She whined and flailed her hind quarters. I
I
think somebody
wanna.
just got excited about that. Somewhere, somewhere.
I want to go to the park.
No!
Oh,
I refuse to be out here any longer than I need to be.
Oh, I suppose you don't care about your dumb little songs then, do you?
like, entirely unlike Pinkie Pie in the show, Pinkie Pie in this one is incredibly inconsiderate and whiny.
Yep.
Basically.
Ah, that's great.
That's super strong writing there.
Flam nearly halted in the middle of the street when the words registered. He quickly trotted out of the road and hissed.
Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. Yeah. Oh.
Featuring Cat.
Yeah. Don't you dare. You don't understand what those mean?
If you take me to the park, I may forget about those songs and not delete the files. Wouldn't you like that?
Damn it all.
Damn it. She was more cunning than he'd originally... He?
Flim. Sir. Flam spam.
Yeah. I know, I feel like that was a perspective shift. Or has it... No, it's been consistent.
It's been consistent.
This is one of these stories that's like kind of formatted correctly.
If not for some of the run-on sentences and some of the really dumb and inconsistent character writing compared to the original source material, and the fact that clearly this entire thing is a rip-off
subject
of
matter,
other better stories and bits of writing, then it's fine.
Goodness. The bottom is low, but there's a lot of space.
Yeah.
Damn it. She was more cunning than he'd originally taken her for. Flam arrived at the mall, glancing at the directory to locate the electronics section. Before entering the elevator to head there, he pondered his next course of action. Should he call her bluff and risk losing those songs? Or would he pander to the digital filly and ensure their survival? Or would he torrent them again? Pinkie was getting impatient.
Well...
Alright. But only after I get my keyboard.
Pinkie cheered,
Yay!
great on his eardrums, and hopped around the tiny phone screen. He rolled his eyes and walked onward, focusing on his destination, but not really where he was walking. He left out a gasp and stumbled. It's not the term or phrase there. Okay. Bumping into the wall. The unicorn stallion turned his head to see who he bumped into, paralyzed with fear, anxiety, dumbness. As he realized he'd crashed into a mare. I don't know, you tell me. Was he paralyzed with those things, author? That doesn't exactly tell me what happened, does it? A Pegasus... a Pegasus mare, to be precise. Her pastel pink mane flowed from under her lavender hood, and droopy agua eyes met with his own green. Oh my god. This is bad.
I love how all of them have jackets of some kind.
He stared at her awkwardly, mouth gaping open. The light. I'm just imagining this in slow motion with like rose petals and shit, or I guess, cherry blossoms. The light yellow, pink-maned pony was there for but a moment longer. Then she vanished into thin air. He could have sworn her eyes flashed crimson before she disappeared. Flam was too awestruck to realize Pinkie was laughing at him. Once again, he snapped back to reality, to attention, and narrowed his eyes at his phone. As Pinkie mocked. Sorry.
Goodness, you embarrassed yourself in front of a pretty mare. Didn't even bother to say excuse me. No wonder she looked at you like that. Not to mention you're all frumpy.
I just realized what Pinkie is in this story.
What is
She is the fairy girl from fucking Honey Pop
Oh
that
my
texts
God.
you shit on your
God.
phone and tells you that you're being a fucking piece of shit and you're
Oh.
just this reclusive awkward dolt.
Jesus
Oh my
fucking
God.
Christ.
So they crossed that with Welcome to the NHK and they made this thing.
I-
And
And
then
Emma
put in
Ford.
ponies somewhere in the mix.
What the
Sweet
fuck?
Jesus fucking Christ.
I solved the riddle. I solved the Da Vinci Code. Flam frowned and ruffled at his mane, flicking it to either side of his horn.
Not frumpy.
He flicked his tail in annoyance and trotted onwards.
Besides, I'm not interested in finding a date.
Another chorus of laughter came from the digital mare, and he rolled his eyes. He thought he saw something out of the corner of his eye, but didn't pay it any mind until he heard a crash and an alarm. The whole floor going red. He froze up and felt a sharp pain in the back of his head before he collapsed, the whole world fading to black. He heard Pinky's voice becoming muffled as he lost consciousness.
Master, what's going on out there? Master!
So- This whole story.
On author's note. Oh, go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna read
Well,
this before
I was just gonna say quickly before the
Oh,
author's
yeah,
note.
go ahead.
This chapter ends right when something happened.
Yeah, yeah.
That is not how you write a chapter.
No.
Usually there is some sort of closure.
Yeah. Or something happens at all in the chapter to invest us and make us want to go and read the next
You don't
chapter.
Especially
the
the first
fucking
chapter.
you don't put the change in what's going on at the end of a chapter. Like,
It's supposed to
That
build
ruffled.
suspense.
well, I'm still suspended because you never wrote another one.
Okay, so the author
You should have
wrote,
tried though.
well, my mind decided to nag me into this, even though this just started out as a simple series of drawings. Originally, Shining Armor took Flam's role, but I decided to swap it due to not having much to work with Shiny and Cadence. Sure, there are a couple, but they're, too perfect. Couldn't really figure out how to write them, so I went with Finn and Flam instead, except I just went with Flam.
Yeah. Well, that's like, oh, that's what I'm intending to write now.
Yeah, Jesus. So that's
And they have one comment they have two comments, one deleted and one positive. And they're just like, no.
wait. Didn't they
Well,
say
at least they, huh?
wait? Didn't they say like the person he'd run into was a Pegasi?
Yes.
Yeah, because there's like there's no
A Pegasus
like it's
mare,
a Pegasus
please.
with pink hair, so that's Fluttershy, but there's only
No.
Applejack and Rainbow Dash on this image. Like there's no
Yeah,
there's
sure.
no Flutter. Well, oh
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
hooray! Sometimes the stories are so bad that they're jaw dropping. Sometimes they're just derivative trash that apes off of better stories and doesn't do jack fucking shit with them. Hooray
Yep.
for the endless ocean of mediocrity that is the world
there is no
terrible
bottom.
amateur
Fiction.
fiction.
And join us next time for Haze and Equestria.
Oh boy.
If we finally get around to doing that.
Haze and Equestria 2.
Next
Electric
time.
Boogaloo.